If you haven't been on social media recently, you aren't aware that the new Avatar movie that was set to come out later this year was leaked on Twitter. And I have seen some of it. I haven't seen the whole movie, but I can give you my brief thoughts on the movie. I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan of it, man. I don't like it. I'm sorry to say that. I won't tell you, why I don't like it because it's been leaked. I shouldn't tell you, about it. If you want to go see the movie, I will not say anything about you, right? Because I know some people are trying to avoid the spoilers. They don't want to know anything. It's kind of hard on Twitter now because there's a lot of screenshots about it. But if you don't want to know anything, I understand. So I'm not going to say anything. Just know I'm not a fan of this movie in the slightest. What doesn't help me is that it is still written by the same people who did Legend of Korra. And Legend of Korra, as we all know, is a shit TV show. That TV show is shit. Okay. Even as a kid watching Legend of Korra, I knew it was shit. I'm like, this is not good. So I stopped after season 2 of Korra. I'm glad I did because it got fucking worse as I went on. But man, I was not vibing with Korra. It's crazy to me that if you actually look at the Avatar universe, right, which has now been rebranded to Avatar Legends, if you actually look at it, only the OG series is the completely good thing. Because the OG series is great. I adore the OG series. Then you have fucking Korra. The video games aren't good. The comics are I think the only comic book I actually fully was no, I really like that one, was the one about Azula and Zuko's mother, where they explained what happened to her. I'm fine with that one. I thought that one was pretty cool. But the rest of them, I'm like, eh. So it's crazy to me that for a series that is talked about a lot and spoken in high regard, The Last Airbender, buddy, the OG series is the only thing that's really good. Everything else is kind of shit, which is crazy to me. I hated the idea of Legend of Korra that it took place just a couple years after Avatar The Last Airbender, the OG series, that the characters Katara and Toph are still alive. I was like, hold on. That didn't sit right with me. I would have preferred if you were gonna do a sequel series about the new Avatar, it should have taken place at least a century or something after, right? So we can fully say the OG cast is gone. They lived happy, fruitful lives, and they have their descendants out there. We're gonna meet a couple of them, but they're all gone, right? We've kind of wiped the slate clean. They all lived happily ever after during their time, and our new problem is arriving because, someone's coming to fill in the power vacuum, and now the new Avatar has to show up, right? You could have done that, or maybe just, I don't know, the sequel series could have been what this new movie kind of was, and it's just them as young adults. I think we all would have preferred that. I don't know. Because here's the thing, man. I would have preferred that. I would have preferred if the sequel series is still talking about my boys, right? Still talking about that OG crew, but now they're just young adults. That could have raised the opportunity for a bit more, because they're all going to be older, for a bit more mature storytelling. And that's not to say that there wasn't mature storytelling in the OG show. There was, but there also was that levity there that still kept it feeling, yeah, they're kind of kids. But the best way I can describe it is, think of it like Young Justice. Season 1 of Young Justice, both seasons of Young Justice, the first two, are serious, and they do handle serious things, but there's a noticeable amount of more levity in season 1 of Young Justice than there is in season 2 of Young Justice. That's kind of how I feel like this could have gone, where then now that we move on, because season 2 of Young Justice, you have the crew being adults, right? Season 1, they're all in the age range of 13 to 15. Then season 2 comes along, we have a time skip. Now they're all late teen, early 20s is where they all are. So that allows them to now be a bit more mature in the storytelling with the OG cast. And I feel like that's something you could have done with this for Avatar as a sequel series, and it could have just been about them, kind of like what this movie was, just them as young adults, and they're dealing with new trials, new bad guys, right? You could have dealt with that, and then maybe, you know, at the end of near the end of the series, of this new sequel series, and I know, you know, people would have loved it, Katara gets pregnant. And then the show ends the show with Tenzin being born, and Aang doesn't die. That was one of the things that I couldn't fucking believe in Legend of Korra, was that Aang died at 66. I'm like, I'm fucking sorry? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Aang is, like, just fucking dead. I was like, okay, bro. No, get the fuck out of here. Like, that pissed me the fuck off when I was watching Legend of Korra. And, like, here's the thing. It wasn't the fact that I think Aang was dead, because it's like, again, if you did the 100 years thing, I would have been like, okay, fine, he's dead. You know, everyone's gone. It makes sense. He fucking died at, like, 66, way before everyone else. Get the fuck out of here, man. Why are you gonna do my boy like that? Why are you gonna do the face of this fucking series like that? But, you know, oh, man, and speaking of this series, I know I'm going on, like, a bit of a tangent here, but, like, it's crazy again to me how fucking bad, like, pretty much a lot of the Avatar is after that last episode. Like, Korra is I might be one of the ground zeros for the fucking Mary Sue girl boss. Like, she really might be, dude. She might be ground zero for that. She really might be. Compare her and Aang. One of them noticeably goes through the hero's journey, and one of them doesn't, and is just fucking good at everything. Like, it's fucking insane. Also, they made her bi, I think. That's what they want to... It's not gay, she's bi. Okay, gotta get it right, or I'm gonna get fucking massacred. Well, I mean... that just proves to me that she is the modern Hollywood fucking girl boss. She's bi, and she's a girl boss who's the best at everything. Yeah, you really are modern Hollywood, aren't you? That's crazy to me how she might be ground zero for this shit. That's fucking amazing. And then, like, we have the new Avatar coming after her, Pavi, in the new show, and she's fucking disabled. Oh, she's missing a leg. I'm like, oh. Fuck. Okay, yeah. It's so crazy to me how, like, Avatar just is, like, fully fucking just... I hesitate to use the word woke. I don't want to use that word, but it's crazy to me just how, like, fucking insane it got after the OG show. Like, it really is just fucking insane to me after that. I really hope, man, that it gets revealed in this new show that after the series, after Legend of Korra, she almost died immediately after and she was murdered. That would be the funniest fucking thing. No, you know what's gonna happen? Korra will have lived a long, fruitful life. She'll live to the age of 80. And she and Asami had a gay fucking relationship to the end of time. That's what's gonna happen. That, you bet your fucking ass, that's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. But what this whole movie has really shown, okay, and what it has really brought to attention is not just the fact that the Avatar series is not really doing that's good after the OG. It's bringing out the fact of that the English VA, the voice acting community, is run by incompetent people who just want a virtue signal. Because the one of the big things coming out of this movie is talk about the voice acting. And you're like, what do you mean? What's wrong with the voice acting? It's just the OG cast, is it? Oh, no, it's not. So, I believe Zuko is the same. Everyone else is kind of different. And the reason for that is because they wanted to cast authentically. What does that mean exactly? Well, that means you hire actors who resemble or relate to the characters they are playing. In voice acting! You know, where all that matters is your voice. This isn't like real life. So, okay, so I hate this idea. I clowned on it when it first came out. Of course, this came out, you know, peak fucking times, right? We're talking like 2020, 2021. Like, peak fucking woke era. That this shit started coming out with. They're like, we need to cast, you know, actors authentically. Actors who look like the characters they portray. because you know we're virtue signaling at this point. So this movie did that, and they cast actors who resembled the characters rather than the same voice actors we had before. Now, a defense for that, right? Like they're like the characters have aged, so have the actors. You fucking idiot. Like, here's the thing. I'm gonna burst your fucking bubble. Not all those actors were actually kids. Some of them were adults who pitched their voice up to sound like a kid. And to the ones who were actually kids, time has moved on. They have aged up, so they can still be it. They can still act. Would have been much better. Would have been more preferred, but nope. We got a virtue signal here. Now, I hate this idea because really, again, what matters at the end of the day is you have the right voice for the character. Do you guys know the character of Samurai Jack? I'm sure you do. It was a great show. Samurai Jack is voiced by Phil Lamar. Notable legend in the voice acting industry. I don't think I need to tell you what the difference between the two is visually, do I? Yeah. So where did this whole cast authentically thing happen? It came from ProZD, Sungwon Cho. I used to like this guy a lot. Do you remember Vine? Yeah, he did Vines, and he does YouTube skits. Were really funny. And I used to like bust a gut laughing at them. They were really funny. I genuinely enjoyed them. In COVID, he started making his channel survive by eating, which makes sense, you know. You look at him, fat fuck, eating. That makes sense. And it was COVID, man. We were doing whatever we could to entertain ourselves, and him just like being like, we're going to try 15 flavors of Oreos, or we're going to try 26 flavors of jelly beans, you know, like whatever, man. It got me through the fucking day. But he went out and did an interview where he said the whole cast authentically thing, right? Which is just virtue signaling for him to get fucking roles. He then felt the consequence of his own actions when he was sent a script and they were told that they want him to read the Asian character. And he's like, I'm happy to read for this, but can I read for some of the others? To which I was told, all of those characters are drawn as white. So no. Consequences of your own actions, you dumb fuck. And I love it how now, anytime he gets a role and it's not a fat Asian, everyone clowns on this motherfucker and says, hold on now, that's not you. You shouldn't be getting that role. Like, he's Doctor Doom in Marvel Rivals, and everyone just shit on him. It's fucking amazing, man. Oh my god, I love it. But yeah, because of this, Virtue Signal and other voice actors came in and were like, yeah, let's do that. We got what we got. So Toph is now voiced by a blind voice actress. Okay, man, whatever. Because we have to be authentic here. And here's the thing. In actuality, this voice actress, she isn't bad. Like, she's Trixie in The Fairly Odd Parents. So she's not a bad voice actress at all. It's just the whole thing where it's like, oh, we're really gonna fucking like virtue signal this hard that we're gonna get a blind actress to play the role of the blind character in voice acting. Really? Like, that's what it comes down to. I don't really have any problems with the actress herself. I actually thought her acting in the movie was some of the better acting we had. Again, probably because, again, she played Trixie in The Fairly Odd Parents, which I know her voice. But I was like, yeah, I think she might have been one of the better acting in the movie compared to some of the other ones. Fuck me. But yeah, Toph is voiced by a blind actress. Fucking. Alright, man. Look, Toph was one of the highlights of the movie for me. Good fucking God, man. Oh, baby. Toph, I'm fucking. Oh, Jesus.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
So, yeah. ProZD couldn't handle all this backlash, so he left Twitter and he went to Blue Sky because that's, of course, where he fucking went. Yeah, the voice acting industry is filled to the brim with a bunch of virtue signaling fuckwads. We got to see a lot of them like crash out during the SAG-AFTRA strikes, if you guys remember. Like Karina Botker who was Paimon's VA. Oh, this fucking dumb bitch. She got replaced. Thank fuck. We have Kaylee Mills. Do you guys remember Kaylee Mills? Yeah, her fucking reputation got fucking destroyed. So I love seeing that. I love seeing these fucking idiot voice actors, you know, get what they deserve. But goddamn, man, why is the voice acting industry filled to the brim with a bunch of idiots? And the thing is, if you also bring up the fact that their authentic casting thing impacts them, oh, then they'll start to backtrack. Because it's like, oh, we need to cast authentically, huh? Well, then you shouldn't be voicing this character from that anime because they're Japanese and you're white. So you shouldn't get that role. And then they'll back up and go, whoa, hey, what about? Yeah, nah. Hold the fucking phone here. You said cast authentically. That means you should not have that role. Right? No black person should then be able to play a white character again. No black person should be able to play a Japanese character again, right? Black people should only be able to play black people. Asian people should only be able to play Asian people. There's a word for this. Guys, there's a word for this that seems to be coming back and, you know, put with a banner of progressivism, but it's very clearly something else. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave you here. I think that I've said all I need to say about how dumb this fucking shit is. And, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna leave it here. So thank you all so much for watching. If you've seen any of the new Avatar movie, tell me what you think in the comments down below. Also tell me how badly you wanna fucking smash Toph, man, because god fucking damn, dude. Like, she's fucking shit. Fuck. Yeah, okay. I need a break. See y'all next time. Bye.